Susan Simon, News 3 Now at 4 and 5 weekdays moving forward.
It's back to school time for students, and we're taking a look at the viruses doctors want us to watch out for and how to navigate the symptoms.
Plus, remembering a mentor, how the community is mourning the loss of Chris Davis Sr.
Happy Tuesday, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Kyrie Lee.
And I'm Chris Stanford. First day of school for a lot of kiddos back there. And, you know, it's one of those times of year where it's really chilly in the morning. And by the afternoon time when they're out, it's nice and warm.
Yes, I would say my little one's headed to 4K this afternoon.
First day. Oh,
yeah, man. I know I was kind of debating. I'm like, do we go with like pants in the short sleeve or like can we do shorts in the short sleeve? But I think Savannah's going to get us up to date on what those kids can wear today.
Yeah, guys, it's a little chilly outside this morning, but you'll want a sweatshirt jacket this morning. I guess shorts would be okay, maybe capris, I don't know, halfway there. Lunchtime, we're already going to be in the lower 70s, but then by the time parents are picking their kids up, temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 70s. We're waking up to the 50s right now. So kind of on the cooler side where you'll want the heat on in the cars this morning, and then you'll want the air conditioning by later in the day. We're still seeing temperatures drop so far. The low this morning has dropped to 56 in Madison. We're currently at 57 though, 58 in Middleton. Some areas did briefly fall into the 40s. It is a little warmer than what we actually had yesterday morning. We are going to continue to see warmer nighttime temperatures and afternoon temps, so a summer-like feel the next couple of days, but then fall-like weather is actually going to return where temperatures are definitely going to cool down for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That cool down also not going to last that long. You can see there's several areas that are in the 40s too. Lone Rock 47, Camp Douglas is sitting at 49 this morning. We'll talk about how low temperatures are going to go on Saturday and Sunday, and then the warm up that's expected as early as Monday next week, guys.
All right, Savannah, thank you so much for that update. And as kids head back to the classroom today, so do those germs. It's normal for kids to get sick, but how can we keep them as healthy as possible? I spoke with SSM Health family physician and wellness coach, Dr. Rupa Shah, about how to prevent seasonal illnesses, plus what vaccines to get and when, and what illnesses to watch out for.
Yeah, COVID is going to be there with us whether we like it or not, so we got to be on the lookout with it. And then when you mix in RSV and all these other viruses, really, I think it's going to come back down to really good hand washing, keeping your kids home if they're sick so they're not spreading it to others, wearing masks if you're in public, crowded places, taking all those precautions again that we've kind of gotten away from a little bit.
You can check out the full interview right now on channel3000.com.
Well, new this morning, U.S. Secretary of Education is coming to Wisconsin today. He is kicking off the 2024 back-to-school season with the school bus tour to ensure student success.
This is a week-long multi-state road trip, and our Michelle Renee Quinn is here now with the details. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, that road trip is kicking off today with a back-to-school pep rally at Green Bay Area Public School. Now, Miguel Cardona will showcase how schools are accelerating student achievement. The second stop will be in Oneida Nation to learn more about their multilingual program and preserving native tribal culture. The trip will conclude in Madison at Wisconsin Heights Middle and High School to see how they're supporting students and teachers in rural schools. It will continue in Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, and Pennsylvania throughout the week. This year's theme for the back-to-school bus tour is fighting for public education.
All right, Michelle Renee, thank you.
Absolutely.
Another news this morning here at 6:03, the search for a missing swimmer continues. A 24-year-old from Richland vanished in the Wisconsin River after getting swept away by the current. It happened Sunday afternoon. 3 men entered the river from a sandbar near Peck's Landing. All 3 were swept up by the river's current. 1 man swam back to shore. Another was rescued by a boat. The third has yet to be found. Members of the Sauk County Dive Team, conservation wardens, and the Spring Green and Lone Rock fire departments searched the river.
And 1 man is in custody in Beloit after a domestic incident yesterday. Rock County Sheriff's deputies were called to a home on US 51 along Rock River. There was a report that a 35-year-old man was threatening someone with a gun. Police say a woman escaped, but then they learned a girl was being held inside. The SWAT team was called. The man left without incident and was arrested. The girl was not hurt.
The Sun Prairie community is mourning the loss of Chris Davis Sr., a UW Whitewater men's basketball legend. The father and mentor died in his sleep Saturday. Our Tanisha Shaw talked to loved ones about the legacy he leaves behind.
Chris Davis helped UW-Whitewater win 2 national championships. I got the opportunity to talk to loved ones who tell me his impact will go well beyond the court and field.
I knew that there was something always there with him that people were drawn to see it, at this time is, also is amazing, but also extremely sad because like they said, you never really get your flowers until you're gone.
Madison, Whitewater, and cities in between are mourning Chris Davis Sr. His family tells me he died in his sleep early Saturday morning. Now, people throughout the state are remembering him.
Seeing him as a father and seeing the impact that he made in the greater Madison community, that's going to be Chris's legacy that's going to live on forever.
Davis coached basketball for Sun Prairie High School. Before that, he led Whitewater's football and basketball team to national championships. He also became the first and only player to receive National Player of the Year for Whitewater's basketball program.
And anytime I had a conversation with Coach Miller or anybody who had played with Chris on some of those Whitewater teams, those are the 2 words that constantly came up, was how dominant he was and what a winner he was. It wasn't about him. It wasn't about him getting his. It was about the team and the team's success, and that's what made him such a winner.
Davis is leaving behind a son, who many call Little Chris. They are described as inseparable.
He said it just comes from the experience of not having his father around, that he was going to make sure that he did whatever he could for his son. And it's special because, like I said, you just don't see that as much anymore.
Davis is also known as a father figure to the younger generation. Outside of sports, he mentors students, introducing them to college and preparing them for the real world, being that father figure that some may not have.
The only instances where little Chris wasn't with him was when Chris Sr. was bringing other students from surrounding high schools to Whitewater to try and help them figure out where to go to college, what college was like.
And he was able to do that for an entire generation. And there's so many kids that, are now young adults that are so thankful for what my brother did for them.
Reporting in Madison, Tanisha Shaw, News 3 Now.
The Davis family has a GoFundMe page up for funeral expenses. They want to make sure that the venue is big enough for all who want to attend. You can find that information on channel3000.com if you'd like to donate.
Time now 6:07 in Madison. The Hancock and Wilson Street intersection will be closed starting today. Crews will replace storm and sanitary sewers. During this time, Hancock will function as a 2-way street. There will be no access to Wilson Street from Hancock Street. There will be no parking on the south side of Hancock Street. This is also vehicles can make U-turns and exit onto Main Street. Construction is anticipated to last until September 10th. This work is part of the Doty Street and Wilson Street reconstruction project.
As kids head back to school, there's a nonprofit looking to minimize African-American girls' insecurities when it comes to their hair. Backed by Love will host a natural hair care event Saturday, September 7th, this Saturday. It aims to educate about how to maintain and style natural hair. Backed by Love's looking for some more stylists with natural hair care knowledge to volunteer their time if you'd like to help. It's also asking for donations of natural hair care products like gels, hair oils, detanglers, and conditioner.
Backed by Love is also accepting monetary donations via Cash App. Founder Monique Johnson will use that money to purchase necessary products for the event, and she can provide the receipts for those interested. Visit this story on channel3000.com for more details.
All right, 6:08. Let's check in with meteorologist Savannah Brito, find out what's coming up in her forecast. Hey, Savannah.
Hey, guys. Winds are calm right now, but we'll talk about when they're going to increase and how long we could be tracking breezy conditions.
And we're gearing up for the first day of school as many kids head back in the 608 this morning. I'm Josh Brighter live outside Hego Elementary in Madison with some advice for kids and parents on their first day.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Brought to you by Toyota.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we've got a long lineup of vehicles for summer fun, like Camry, RAV4, Highlander, BZ4X, Tundra, Corolla Hybrid, Tacoma, Sienna, Corolla Hatchback, Sequoia, Prius Prime, RAV4 Hybrid, Land Cruiser, GR Supra, Toyota Crown, Ford.
Right now, you can lease a sporty new 2024 Corolla for $219 a month, or lease a new 2025 Camry for $349 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Women need to pay close attention
to what Eric Hubdy says about access to abortion.
Hovde's all in about opposing reproductive rights.
I am totally opposed to abortion.
And he wanted Roe overturned.
Do you think Roe versus Wade should be overturned?
Yes. So Eric Hovde is okay with politicians overruling decisions of doctors like me.
My patients worry about what Hovde will take away next.
A vote for Eric Hovde means we'll lose even more control over our lives.
Women Vote is responsible for the content of this ad.
This is the Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress, and it's designed to help you feel cool. So no more sweating all night, no kicking off the covers or blasting the air conditioning, because only the Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with our one-of-a-kind cooling technology that pulls heat away from your body, so the mattress feels up to 10 degrees cooler all night long.
Save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Arby's is full of choices. Quick, you can get your favorite stuff 3 for $5. Incredible value for a limited time. Reach in and eat whatever you grab. Arby's, we have the meats.
You work hard enough. Take a load off this Labor Day with new appliances from Brothers Maine. Celebrate the holiday with unbeatable deals on top brands like GE Appliances, Cafe, Hotpoint, and Haier. Don't miss out. Shop the Labor Day sale at Brothers Maine today.
Taking the time to savor Thomas's crunchy yet soft bagels.
Thanks, Tom.
It's Tom, actually.
Right, Tom.
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 You doing that on purpose?
Tam.
Tam.
How have we got to Tam?
Huzzah! A toast to breakfast.
We wanted to be able to enjoy all 4 seasons, and patio enclosures helped us make that dream come true.
The one and only patio enclosures.
Pin Seekers in DeForest, Wisconsin's favorite golf and entertainment facility. The ideal setting for your game day get-together with a sports bar lounge and delicious food and drink specials. And as always, 60 all-weather golf suites with top tracer technology featuring 22 classic courses. The American Family Insurance putting course with 36 holes of fun and challenging mini golf, mini bowling and arcade games, and our 125-plus person event space for any type of party or event. Visit pinseekers.golf for booking information. Pin Seekers in DeForest. What are you seeking?
What would you think of a man who builds homes to rescue children from abandonment, sex trafficking, and slavery?
An employer who does charitable work alongside us and pays for us to go around the world helping kids in need.
He helps single moms in Wisconsin,
Funds food banks here,
and fights sex trafficking across America.
That man is my husband, Eric, and he'll fight for you, just like he fights for them.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
In the 608 today, it's the first day for a lot of students, and that includes many in the Madison Metro School District.
That's right. Josh Breider continues our back-to-school coverage live in Madison this morning. Josh, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you guys. We're live outside Hego Elementary in Madison, where students are going to be showing up here in just over an hour for their first day of school. I even got a little first day jitter this morning as we're gearing up for a brand new school year. Dr. TJ McCrae is back with us, the Deputy Superintendent, once again this year. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Are you ready for another school year?
I am so ready. Like you, I got the first day jitters.
This is always such an exciting morning because you guys have been obviously spending the last few months gearing up for this new school year. And how's it looking right now?
So far, it's looking really well. We are ready to receive all of our students and our families and our community this morning. So we're super excited to have everyone back.
You know, I know there are always those jitters, right? Whether you're the kid, whether you're the parent. What's your best advice for families this morning as they're getting ready for school?
I think the biggest advice for our parents is just send them to school, right? We understand, especially today, we're our transition period. So for our kinder, 6th, and 9th graders, it can be very different for those who are transitioning into elementary, middle, and high school. But we are ready to receive your students. We are ready to provide them with all the things that they need to get them off to a great school year.
And of course, the teachers have been spending the last couple of weeks gearing up. They're ready to go too.
They are. We've been in community with each other, learning new things for this year, just really ready to love on our students as they walk through the door these first couple of days.
You know, what makes the first day of school so special in your mind?
For the students, it's about seeing their friends that they probably haven't seen in a while, or meeting new friends, or being welcomed into a new community. You know, when we think about the school, it's the staple of our community. And so you have so many individuals who might be transitioning to Madison, and they're just now being able to meet their lifelong friends they're going to meet today. So I really think it's just about being in a community for everyone.
You know, when I look back, it's about embracing those new opportunities, right? Those new experiences, because you're growing older, you're learning new things every single day.
Every day. I think that's the point of school, right? Just being able to learn those things that is going to be transferable from here to community and community back and forth. So we're just ready to receive them.
You know, and obviously we're a few years out of the pandemic now, but we're seeing more and more normalcy, right? Like that routine is starting to get back to normal. Is that what you guys are seeing in the school district too?
I think we are seeing that. We are seeing, you know, even from the volunteers being back in our schools to the things that we saw pre-pandemic. So we are seeing a lot of things kind of return back to not normal, but I would like to say what we consider to be our new normal.
You know, those nerves this morning, I'm sure there will be a lot of kids. There might be some tears this morning. For the parents too, you know, it's taking in those moments. It's a smart idea, right?
It is. You know, the tears come with it. I think, especially as we stand outside of an elementary, where today we're going to welcome our kinder and our 4K students, or I would like to say our 4K babies. And so we welcome, we're ready to embrace not only the students, but our parents who might have that sense of separation anxiety of dropping their kids off for the first day, not just of the year, but ever. So we are really ready to receive them.
You know, and you guys obviously are ready for this moment. You guys spend so much time doing this. I mean, this is what teachers live and breathe for, right?
Yeah, it is. We want to make sure our buildings are ready. It is a place where we can welcome our students, where they can truly learn, where they can be comfortable, they can receive the things they need. So again, we're just really excited for this to kick off this 24-25 school year.
All right, well, Dr. TJ McCray, we appreciate your time this morning, and I appreciate your pin, by the way.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
If you'd like to learn more about the first day of school or the school district calendar here at MMSD, you can go to the story up on channel3000.com. So school begins here 7:35 this morning, guys. So like I said, just over an hour before, this place is going to be the place to be this morning.
All right, yes, Josh, an exciting day out there. The tears, yeah, they're coming from me, even though mine will only be gone 2.5 hours. But
you gonna hold them back this morning, Kyrian?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold them back. I can't let her see me cry, but it's okay.
Gotta be strong.
It's okay, gonna be strong.
You got this,
we don't have to go until later this afternoon, but it's okay. We're gonna be strong.
All right, Josh, we'll talk to you here in a little bit. Well, staying on the topic of back to school this morning, how do most 9-year-olds spend their last summer days? Sleepovers, swimming? Well, this 9-year-old is on a mission to save sea life.
Labor Day weekend, drawing in crowds to Tybee, as well as trash littered throughout the island.
I know some weird things are we've picked up a whole entire bracelet of beads that have been falling apart. We've picked up a lot of bottle caps, a ton of cigarette butts, a few straws.
Thankfully, 9-year-old Lydia Clever, or Liddy, her mom, and some other volunteers are working hard to clean as much of Tybrisa Street as they can.
I adopted Tybrisa Street out here in Tybee because of my nonprofit, and I wanted to get all of the trash up.
One day, after noticing how much trash was left at the beach whenever she would visit, Liddy started cleaning herself, even wanting to donate a cleanup station with trash buckets and grabbers to her school.
The principal said that I couldn't do it because they only accepted donations from nonprofits.
So, the nonprofit Save Sea Life with Liddy was born, organizing cleanups on Tybee Island every month, if not more.
She's like, wait, if we can teach other kids to care, then we won't have a beach to clean up because they'll know not to put trash on it.
Now, 3 years later, the nonprofit has grown beyond just organizing cleanups.
And with the pretty trash, Lydia actually keeps it and she makes trash art out of it. So she'll make whale tails, sea turtles, giant canvases.
Liddy sells this art, saving up to help a local sea turtle at the Tybee Island Marine Science Center.
She's raising money for Westies Tracker, so I think we're about $300 away. She's already raised $900.
That's not all for the 9-year-old. She's published 2 books, teaching about humans' impact on our oceans and about endangered sea creatures. When asked how long Liddy plans to keep organizing these cleanups,
I don't think I'll ever stop doing this because it makes me really, really happy to know that I'm giving back to the community.
In her message to any kids out there watching, no act is too small, and you're never too young to make a difference.
All right, love seeing young people do great things, but no, here locally, checking in with Savannah. The wheels on the bus go round and round.
They sure do. A lot of kiddos heading off to school this morning. You might want a sweatshirt or lighter jacket because temperatures are going to be cool for drop-off, but for pickup, you won't need that sweatshirt anymore. Temperatures are going to warm right back up this afternoon, even warmer than what we had yesterday. We were in the lower to mid 70s, mid to even upper 70s all across southern Wisconsin. We'll get close to that 80-degree mark, so mostly to partly sunny skies are going to continue, similar to yesterday, just a little warmer. It's not humid outside. We're not tracking visibility issues, so kind of a nice start to the day, especially as those kids go back to school. It'll be a little breezy, definitely more breezy than what we had yesterday. Winds right now up to about 5, maybe close to 10 miles per hour. These are gusts, though. They're going to pick up the afternoon, especially northwest of Madison. Those are going to gust up to about 15 to even close to 20 miles per hour. And roughly over the next 48 hours, you can see tonight, even into tomorrow afternoon, they stay around 15 to 20 miles per hour. So it will be breezy, at least a little breezier than what we had the last few days, the next couple of days. I do think they're going to increase more, and then temperatures fall. That's all going to be associated with this cold front on the stronger side. So there will be showers that form ahead of this, and then fall-like temperatures come behind the cold front. The next chance of rain, maybe a few isolated non-severe thunderstorms, that's going to come Thursday. The second half of Thursday, I think our best chance Thursday night into early Friday, and then can't rule out a few lingering showers into early Saturday. The rest of the weekend going to be warming up, still significantly below average, but we are going to see dry conditions at least for the rest of this upcoming weekend. Here's where we should be. Our average 76, the mid 70s heading into the upcoming weekend. Our average today about 78, 77. That falls a few degrees heading into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 70 degrees is the forecast high. So that number on the top of your screen are the navy color, navy boxes. That's the forecast. This is where we should be. On Saturday, we'll be close to 15 degrees below average. Into Sunday, though, temperatures are going to slowly start to warm up, still about 10 degrees below average, only forecasting a high of 67 degrees. But the fall-like temperatures are not going to stick around that long. The nighttime temperatures also take a dip over the weekend. Friday and Saturday nights were expected to get down lower to mid 40s, but then warmer temperatures are going to return once we head into Monday, lower 70s, some sunshine, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the mid to even upper 70s are going to make a return. So warmer weather on the way, but the fall-like weather lovers have a couple of days of fall-like temperatures in there too.
I'm ready for fall temps.
No.
Let's do it.
No, Chris is the only one.
It's a little chilly out there this morning. If that's any indication of what we're looking ahead to, I'm just not ready just yet.
I know.
Just let me hold on to summer a little bit longer.
Well, you can try as much as you want.
Hey, fall is a couple weeks away.
It's going to come when it's ready.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Savannah, thank you. And still ahead, we'll take a look at some of our back-to-school pictures here from News 3 Now Morning Team.
We're back right after this.
Free for the people, only on News 3 Now.
A1 Furniture and Mattress is closing their giant showroom, and that means the best prices ever. Everything must go. Over $1 million in inventory must be sold. Name brands at huge discounts for every room. Store closing sale on now at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
The burn pit at our base in Iraq had just shut down, but the poisons were around us everywhere. Back home, I got diagnosed with cancer, but the VA denied coverage to a lot of us who got sick. Tammy Baldwin knew that was wrong, and she wasn't going to let that stand. She worked with both parties to pass a law. So now, thousands of us exposed to toxic chemicals are getting the care that we deserve. It took a fight, but Tammy Baldwin, she's a hell of a fighter.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm gonna get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with: overdraft charges and garden gnomes. But your BMO Smart Advantage checking account gives you an extra day to avoid an overdraft fee.
Nice to see a bank cutting people some slack.
Well, mistakes happen, and we give you time to correct them.
So you don't like gnomes, huh? What about that one?
That one I like a lot.
BMO. The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. So make it your best summer ever with Ford. Get your ideal combination of power and capability. And experience hands-free highway driving technology with Ford Blue Cruise, available on select vehicles. It's the Make It Ford Summer Sales Event, so make it yours. Make it now. Make it FlexBuy on a new Ford Explorer, Escape, or Edge and get 0.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $2,000 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Wisconsin Ford dealer.
This shouldn't take too long, should it?
Oh no, I have the unit up and running in a jiffy. Oh, sorry, I have to go to the shop and get another part. Sorry, I don't have that part either. Sorry, I don't have that part either.
But you said it would be quick. At Cardinal, we respect your time as much as you do. That's why our technicians come prepared with fully stocked trucks, ready to handle most issues in just one visit. Discover the difference. Call Cardinal.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month. Call 1-833-376-4999.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too. Call now.
I was a Kamala Harris supporter. That changed after an illegal alien murdered my son, running him over, then driving back and forth over Drew's body 3 times. The man who killed my son had been arrested previously, but Kamala Harris let him go. As San Francisco's DA, Kamala was soft on crime. As a senator, she supported releasing criminal aliens back into our neighborhoods. Kamala Harris is dangerous.
Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
A1 Furniture and Mattress is closing their giant showroom, and that means the best prices ever. Everything must go. Over $1 million in inventory must be sold. Name brands at huge discounts for every room. Store closing sale on now at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
All right, we're back taking a look at some of our back-to-school pictures from when we were kiddos. Let's see who's first up. Josh Ryder. Look at little Joshy there.
Oh, yeah, he's still got that smile we love.
Yes, it is. He was out there cheesing. He said he had the first day jitters, and he hasn't probably been in the school
it's been
for a minute. Yeah.
All right, who's next?
We have
Michelle Renee.
I was telling her this morning she looks exactly the same. Just,
do I?
Yeah, just a miniature version there. That's it. That's all. And the bang.
All right, we'll go through a couple more real quick. We're running out of time.
Brought the umbrella. It was sunny, but we knew
very weather lady of you,
yes.
Savannah.
All right, folks, we're going to have more back-to-school coverage when News 3 Now this morning continues.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Happy Take and Bake Tuesday! Every Tuesday at Papa Murphy's, you can get any large pizza for just $12, which makes Tuesday the best day to bring home all your favorites.
We might have too many favorites.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
My name is Jack Frank. I'm a retired paper mill worker in the valley here, and I work for Copus and Bus part-time on the side. I've had my own route now here for the last 3-4 years, and the kids on it are great. Flexible hours, they work with you in many different ways. If you've got something going, they accommodate you, or they try to get somebody to run your road. Copus treats you decent. You know, all the years I worked here. It's a great place to work.
Donald Trump's back, and he's out for control.
I would have every right to go after them.
Complete control.
I will wield that power very aggressively.
And he has a plan to get it.
Detailed plans for exactly what our movement will do.
It's called Project 2025, a 922-page blueprint to make Donald Trump the most powerful president ever. Overhauling the Department of Justice, giving Trump the unchecked power to seek vengeance, eliminating the Department of Education, and defunding K-12 schools, requiring the government to monitor women's pregnancies, and severe cuts to Medicare and Social Security. Donald Trump may try to deny it, but those are Donald Trump's plans.
Well, revenge does take time, I will say that. And sometimes revenge can be justified.
He'll take control, we'll pay the price.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Dreaming about house projects? Do it during this fun event and save on wood, carpet, tile, and luxury vinyl. We'll help you with our interior design staff and the best installers in the business. Save at H&R Carpets and Flooring, Wanakee.
After a serious crash with a semi-truck, everything can change instantly. Your future, your family's future, your quality of life. That's why knowledge and results matter in big truck cases. And not all law firms have the know-how or the resources to handle these complicated cases. At Gruberg Law Offices, we have the experience it takes to make sure you're protected. And there's never a fee until we win your case. Gruberg Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Save big money with these hot deals at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. Single roll paper towels are just 69 cents. A 4-tier plastic shelving unit, only $15.99. 12 packs of Shasta soda, only $3.99. Plus, it's your last chance to grab indoor furniture. Once it's gone, it's gone. These hot deals won't last long. Hurry in before time runs out. Sign up for Menards emails to get more hot deals, plus the weekly flyer right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
It is back to school time. We look at a new app that's supposed to make the morning go smoother for Madison students.
Plus, vice presidential candidate Tim Walz campaigns in Wisconsin. We'll have highlights and reaction.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning on a Tuesday. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrian Lee. Back to school for students across the area. That's summertime.
Goodbye.
Fun out
See
the
ya.
door.
See ya.
Yeah, I know.
You ready? You ready for your 4-year-old to start 4K today?
I'm not. I am. I'm very excited, though. I am just going through a lot of emotions, but I am excited for her, and she's more than ready to go. It's only 2.5 hours, so I'm like, by the time we drop her off today.
It's a big milestone.
It is.
Big milestone. Excited for you and your family. Let's get you ready. If your kiddo is headed out the door this morning, Savannah Brito is standing by with your bus stop forecast. Hey there, Savannah.
Hey guys, the kids definitely going to want a sweatshirt or lighter jacket. Not going to need that though. So morning recess, going to want the jacket, but by the afternoon recess or lunchtime, temperatures are already going to be pushing the 70-degree mark. A little warmer than yesterday, similar conditions. We're starting the day off mostly sunny. I do think a few clouds will increase through the day just as moisture levels rise slightly. It's not going to be humid. And then by pickup, temperatures already going to be in the mid to upper 70s. So warmer day ahead compared to yesterday. Another beautiful sunrise overlooking downtown Madison, but sunny Tuesday and Wednesday. Then our temperatures are going to rise even more midweek to late week. Friday, a cooler day ahead Thursday night into Friday. That's when the next chance of rain is going to return. And then a chilly, even fall-like weekend ahead. So if you like summer-like weather, be sure to get outside the next couple of days. We'll talk about how lower temperatures are going to go Saturday and Sunday, and if that'll last for the beginning of next week's work week. All that coming up.
All right, Savannah, talk to you shortly. New this morning, as we prepare to send our kids back to school, student transportation is a huge priority.
In Madison, everyone is hoping buses run on time this year. It was a major issue last year, and this year there's a new tool that could make it less stressful. And our Michelle Renee Quinn has been looking into it, and she has all the details for us. Good morning.
Good morning, you guys. Yes, so that is a new app designed to take the stress out of wondering when the bus is going to show up. Last year, buses were delayed so much the district had to adjust school start and end times. The district said those delays were due to a staffing shortage. Now, they have First View, an app providing GPS tracking of the bus. It can send notifications when the bus is getting close and answer questions like, when will my child be dropped off? You can download First View app from your app store and create an account. Now, you will need to know your student's ID number and route. Both of those can be found on your Infinite Campus Parent Portal, the route under More and Transportation. To follow a route, select Profile and add a student. Choose the time and search for your route and school. By selecting Configure Notification, you can add a location, create a geofence, and choose a time to get notified when the bus is near. MMSD recommends that your time range is no more than 10 minutes before or 30 after your child's scheduled time. You can add up to 3 recipients for those notifications. Grades 9 through 12 are able to use public transportation, and the district can provide Metro passes for eligible students. Towns without public transportation will have the yellow bus provided.
Yeah, hoping everything runs so much smoother than last year. They had a lot of growing pains after they switched bus providers. So here's to a smoother school year. Michelle Renee, thank you.
And as Madison High School students begin school this week, they will walk into buildings with new facilities. Funding for the upgrades came from the referendum 4 years ago. The price tag then was $350 million. The new features at schools include accessibility improvements, new welcome centers, and remodeled classrooms, libraries, locker rooms, and restrooms.
It's kind of surreal, to be 100% honest, because I remember looking at sketches, looking at plans, thinking, is this going to work? And suddenly to see all of this is just it's really neat.
Students are also excited about the changes. They view it as a brand new experience.
I'm glad that the community chose to invest in something like this because it's going to be, something priceless even. As much money as it took to get it in and get it done, this is something that's going to last for years, for generations.
Meanwhile, educators and district officials are using the improvements to advocate in favor of the referendums this November. Now to Hour 3 for the People coverage. On the campaign trail, candidates are focusing on labor unions and their workers.
Democratic vice presidential nominee Tim Walz made a stop in Milwaukee yesterday for Labor Fest. Our Maddie Heimsch was there and outlined Walz's approach.
He took the opportunity to speak to unions about he and Vice President Kamala Harris's dedication to protecting and strengthening workers' rights. Their values, he said, are in stark contrast to the other side of the ticket. Right-to-work laws backed by Republicans.
Everybody here today knows what right to work really means. It means the right to work for less money. It means the right to work in dangerous situations. It means the right to work with no pensions.
And Trump tax cuts.
You tell me who in Wisconsin is sitting around saying, damn, I wish they'd give billionaires tax cuts and screw me over.
Walz attempted to relate to the Milwaukee crowd, drawing on his experience as a teacher, coach, and union worker himself, and drew a comparison between unions and the very principle of democracy.
The opportunity to speak your mind about your job, the opportunity to elect your leadership, the opportunity to talk about the things that impact your life and then go advocate for it. That's how democracy's supposed to work.
The Minnesota governor finished by touting the accomplishments of his home state, claiming that while Minnesota is a top state for unions, it's also a top state for business.
You don't have to choose between workers and business. You can do both. You can do both.
He also referenced his personal history of passing pro-worker legislation at the state level, touching on family leave, teachers' unions, and barring anti-union meetings. Each of the speakers echoed that same message we've heard from Harris at each campaign stop. They say that the union builds the middle class, and the middle class builds America. Reporting in Milwaukee, Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Walz's message seems to be hitting right with the crowd. Hundreds of steel workers, machinists, teachers, and more showed their support with union attire and signs. And it wasn't just Milwaukee workers in attendance. We spoke to a couple of folks from Madison who made the trip. Here's what they thought.
I haven't been to a Labor Fest since I went with my dad probably 30 or 40 years ago. So just wanted to see what it was like.
I think he's perfect to talk to labor. He's of labor. He, a teacher.
He's a worker.
So he's a worker, and he understands what it means to be a worker. So I think that's really important.
We'll have more campaign stops in Wisconsin this week. President Biden will be in the town of Westby this Thursday. It's about half an hour away from La Crosse. And former President Donald Trump will rally supporters in Mosinee on Saturday.
Meanwhile, Governor Walz is unharmed after a crash involving his motorcade. It happened on Interstate 794 on the way to Labor Fest. Walz's vehicle was not involved. One van for press members slammed into another and was then hit from behind. A poll report says the journalists in the middle van were, quote, violently thrown forward. Medical personnel treated some staffers. One staffer appeared to have sustained an arm injury.
All right, there is an event happening tonight being put on by the League of Women Voters of Dane County. It's a public forum meant to discuss the two tax referendums on the Madison Metro School District referendum coming up this November. Voters are going to be asked two different questions. The first is to approve an operational referendum totaling $100 million. It would bolster staff and programming. The second question is asking for $507 million. That is to upgrade and renovate 10 schools. Program Director with the League of Women Voters of Dane County, Martha Stamper, says the referendum is not a simple question.
This is a question that there's more to the story than what's coming out of people's wallets. you have to be careful about how much your property taxes go up. So this is a forum. We've gathered experts on the topic to take a look at whether this investment is worth the cost.
That forum is this evening at 6:30. It's at the UW South Madison Partnership Building on Park Street.
All right, let's check in now with Savannah. Savannah, what's coming up?
We do have lower humidity levels this morning, but that spike Thursday, we'll talk about if that could lead to some storm and rain chances coming up.
And we're live with back to school coverage this morning as many kids in the 608 head back to the classroom. We're at Hegel Elementary School where kids will be showing up here in about a half hour or so. Coming up, we'll have advice for those first day jitters.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, and dirt are settling deep into your carpet fibers. Stanley Steamer removes the dirt you see and the dirt you don't. Your carpets aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner. I will make it a top priority to bring down costs for all Americans.
Her plan? She'll take on big oil and drug companies who rip us off, penalize big corporations who price gouge us on food and gas, and make billionaires pay their fair share.
Donald Trump fights for billionaires and large corporations. I will fight to give money back to working and middle-class Americans.
LCB Victory Fund and FF PAC are responsible for the content of this ad.
Champion's Big Window Sale is back.
Do you have ugly, hard-to-open, drafty windows? Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy two, you get two free. Buy two Champion windows, get two free? I guess that means if you buy four, you get four free. Buy six, get six free. Buy 10, get 10 free.
Hurry, Champion's Buy Two, Get Two free sale is for a limited time.
Great job, everybody. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
At 1-800-GOT-JUNK, we'll remove any size mattress, just $59. All you have to do is point. Have a box spring too? We'll take both for just $99. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep that's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. During Purple's Labor Day sale, save up to $1,000 on mattress and base bundles and get an instant gift. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Donald Trump's out for control, and he has a plan to get it.
Detailed plans for exactly what our movement will do.
It's called Project 2025, a 922-page blueprint to give Trump unchecked power, using the Justice Department to seek vengeance, monitoring women's pregnancies, cutting Medicare and Social Security. Those are Donald Trump's plans. He'll take control, we'll pay the price.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Get peace of mind with your annual Stanley Steamer dryer vent cleaning. We remove lint buildup to reduce the risk of fire and extend the life of your dryer. Plus, your clothes will dry faster too. Your dryer vent isn't clean until it's Stanley Steamer clean.
Gets your home cleaner.
Moving forward in your community. Lending helping hands. Spotlighting the people. Telling the stories. Warning you first. Your local news source. For nearly 70 years. News 3 Now. Moving forward. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Back to school day for a lot of kiddos. Definitely a cooler start. It is warmer than yesterday. We don't have as many 40s out there. None across Dane County, in fact. 57 in Madison, 55 in Oregon, 58 in Wanakee. Most of the 40s are just to our north, but it's kind of a day where you might have heat on in the car or a sweatshirt handy before heading out. by the afternoon, the air conditioning, and then also not the sweatshirt, because we will not need them because temperatures are going to warm mid to upper 70s. All those 40s, like I mentioned, well north of here. That's expected by the weekend. We have a couple of summer-like days still ahead, and temperatures warming pretty quickly by the lunchtime hour. We're already going to be into the lower 70s and then the mid to upper 70s for the most part across southern Wisconsin. Nice day, similar to yesterday, just a little breezier and a little warmer. As far as cloud cover goes, I think it'll be the same, but by the weekend, temperatures are going to fall. A cold front, stronger cold front's going to knock our temperatures down. We're talking about the 60s here locally, not the mid to upper 60s, but the lower 60s. In fact, I think a couple areas on Saturday afternoon, this is not the overnight low, but the afternoon or daytime high, might only make it to 59 or even 60 degrees. Southwest of here, 70s, so even cooler for them. That's eventually going to return to the forecast beyond the cold front. With the cold front also, it will spike higher humidity levels Thursday, so it will be muggy out there Thursday afternoon, at least more so compared to the next couple of days. We're not going to have to worry about higher dew points. With the cold front also, some showers that spark ahead of that. The cooler temperatures behind that. I think our next chance of a couple of rain moving in, and then also maybe a few isolated non-severe thunderstorms. That comes Thursday, the second half of Thursday night into Friday specifically. A few lingering showers into this upcoming weekend cannot be completely ruled out. I think that'll really come the first half of Saturday, and then falling temperatures with that drier conditions the rest of the weekend. But we do still have warmer days ahead, 77 today, 80 the next 2 days to come. I do think clouds are going to increase Thursday. The cool down Friday, not as cool as Saturday. Our temperature is going to almost be cut 20 degrees below what we have Thursday, the forecast high anyways, and then Saturday. But warmer days are ahead Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Into next week, we will see warmer temperatures return.
I think garden stores are going to have a run on mums this weekend.
I got mine already.
All chilly. There you go.
So she's already ahead of you.
Yeah.
Those chilly fall-like temperatures. You wake up and you're going to be like, honey, let's go get some mums today.
Costco has a good deal. Head out there.
All right.
All right.
Thanks for the inside tip. Appreciate it. All right, let's see what's going on in the 608 this morning. Hey, for the first day of school, a lot of those Madison kids are headed back today, so we are out there live.
That's right. That's where we find Josh Brider, who's continuing our back-to-school coverage. Josh, how's it going out there?
Hey, good morning to you guys. Savannah did great with the first warn forecast. It is a beautiful morning to send the kids off to school. I think a lot of parents will be maybe shedding a tear, but maybe a little celebrating after the last few months. Dr. TJ McCray, the Deputy Superintendent of MMSD, is joining us this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, the sun is shining. You're shining. You're ready to rock for the new school year.
We are. We are ready to receive the students and families this morning. We are eager to have them back into our buildings. Our teachers are coming in now. We are ready to start the 24-25 school year.
Yeah, so here at Hegel Elementary, they're going to be starting at 7:35 this morning. So we're already seeing some of the teachers and faculty showing up to school.
Correct. They are ready, starting to get here as early as we welcome our 4K and our kinders today at elementary, our 6th graders at middle school, and our 9th graders at high school. We allow today for our transition time for students to be able to be in our buildings, to become familiar with the building so that they can get acclimated before all other students come tomorrow.
So this will probably be an emotional day for many.
It will be, particularly at our elementary school today, will be a very emotional day for our parents and students who, for a lot of them, this is their first time at school. Some of our students do 4K, but for those who don't, kinder is the start. And so we're really ready, excited to meet them today.
What is your message for those parents that are maybe dropping their kid off for the first time ever?
Know that we are here to partner with you. We want our parents to know that we are here to be partners with them, to really take on and educate their students. We know that you are sending them here to be loved on, and that is exactly what we want to do for them.
And how about for the kiddos? If the kiddos are watching this morning, maybe they're a little nervous, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to welcome to come so you can meet your lifelong friend. I think that's the joy of elementary. It's really about learning what community is and being able to meet those who become lifelong friends. One of the things that I do love about Madison is that a lot of our students grow up to be with each other all the way through high school. And so this is an opportunity where we're really able to really learn and be in community with each other.
I think we were talking earlier, like we kind of have those first day jitters because you look back, like these were the experiences that really shaped our lives today.
Yeah, they really do. They really do have an impact on how we see ourselves later on. learn. And that's why I think it's so important, you know, even when you say, like, for our parents, we really want them to know, like, we want to be partners with them as we're doing this together. So again, we're excited. We're ready to receive the nerves, the happiness, the tears. We got the tissue ready for them. Everything that they need, we have it ready for our families.
And even here as the teachers and faculty show up to Hegel, you can see they're excited. They're ready to rock.
They are really excited. I think for a lot of our teachers who are just ready to see students, and it's been a great summer, but this is what we thrive for as educators. These first couple of weeks will set the stage for the rest of the year. Students getting into routines and procedures and things of that nature. So we're really ready to receive them.
All right, Dr. TJ McCray, thank you so much for joining us again this year. We appreciate it.
Yes.
If you'd like to learn more about what's happening here at MMSD or the school district calendar, you can go to the story up on channel3000.com. Just over 30 minutes away from the kiddos' first official day here of school at Hegel Elementary, guys. How are you guys doing back in the studio? I know this is always a transitional period for parents.
Yeah, as a parent who's sending a kiddo to 4K today, I am a little bit emotional. I might need those tissues. I might need them. Just a little bit.
You got this, Kyrian.
Yeah, it's a new season. It gets easier. It gets a lot easier.
Yes, I mean, she won't be gone that long today.
So. 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours, that's it. That's all. I can handle it.
All right. Josh, thanks, buddy. Josh is always looking for inspirational stories to share with you folks at home. If you have an idea for In the 608, reach out, let them know about it.
And coming up in the morning sprint, we'll tell you a top risk factor that's leading to teens to vape.
If you've got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, let us know about it. Send us a pic. We'll show it on TV.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Hi, I'm Sue Jenick, League of Women Voters of Dane County President. Know who you are going to vote for and why. Think about your values and what is important to you and your family. Seek out information about the candidates. On October 22nd, the League of Women Voters will publish candidates' answers outlining their beliefs and priorities for voters.
3 things to know, part of News 3 Now's 3 Cares Community Impact.
Arby's is full of choices. Quick, you can get your favorite stuff 3 for $5. Incredible value for a limited time. Reach in and eat whatever you grab. Arby's, we have the meats.
Ready to embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of UW's top athletes? News 3 Now Sports Director Zach Hanley takes you inside Wisconsin Huddle, a one-of-a-kind 30-minute weekly special. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's an inside look into the world of Big Ten college athletes, from their journey to Madison to insights on how they prepare for competition. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30 on WISC-TV. Brought to you by TDS Telecom.
Oh, another morning to savor the crunchy nooks and cranny splendor of a Thomas's English muffin.
Tom, which is a nook and which is a cranny?
That's a nook, cranny, nook, cranny. I mean, they should be teaching you this in school. Huzzah! A toast to breakfast.
I will make it a top priority to bring down costs for all Americans.
Her plan? She'll take on big oil and drug companies who rip us off, penalize big corporations who price gouge us on food and gas, and make billionaires pay their fair share.
Donald Trump fights for billionaires and large corporations. I will fight to give money back to working and middle-class Americans.
LCP Victory Fund and FF PAC are responsible for the content of this ad.
I love that my daughter still needs me, but sometimes I can't help due to burning and stabbing pain in my hands. So I use Nervive.
Nervive's clinical dose of ALA reduces nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days.
Now I can help again. Feel the difference with Nervive.
Sometimes Jonah wrestles with falling asleep, so he takes ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, and wakes up feeling like himself. Get the rest to be your best with non-habit-forming ZzzQuil. Better days start with ZzzQuil nights.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Gruber Law Offices.
One call, that's all.
6:54, time for the morning sprint.
Some Madison Metropolitan School District students are headed back to the classroom today for the first day. It's also the first day for incoming superintendent, Dr. Joe Gothard. New this year, an app will allow families to track buses. The district introduced this to avoid a repeat of last year when delays and missed stops caused headaches for families.
Happy first day to all those kiddos headed back today. In other news, a man is in custody in Beloit after a domestic incident. This happened early yesterday. We told you about it late yesterday morning on the program. Rock County Sheriff's deputies were called to a home along US 51 on the Rock River. They were told a 35-year-old man held someone at gunpoint. A woman ended up escaping. There was still a girl inside, though. SWAT officers surrounded the home. The man ended up leaving without incident, and officers placed him under arrest. The girl was not hurt.
The search for a missing swimmer continues. Police say a 24-year-old man from Richland went missing. The Wisconsin River swept him away. This happened Sunday afternoon. Police say 3 men entered the river from a sandbar near Peck's Landing. All 3 were swept up by the river's current. 1 man swam back to shore and another was rescued by a passing boat.
The League of Women Voters of Dane County is inviting you to a public forum tonight on the 2 Madison school referendums. They're $100 million an operational referendum and a $507 million capital referendum. That forum tonight is at 6:30. It's at the UW South Madison Partnership Building on Park Street.
A first warn traffic alert. The south end of South Hancock Street will be blocked. That's the street down the middle of your screen here. It's for a storm and sanitary sewer replacement work. The rest of Hancock Street will remain open. However, at the temporary dead end, vehicles will need to turn back north. The closure begins today and runs through next Tuesday.
A study out of Australia says teens with depressive symptoms are twice as likely to vape than other students. The study surveyed more than 5,000 kids. About 8% reported having used e-cigarettes before. Those with poor mental health, moderate or high stress, and low well-being were students most likely to have vaped at some point.
Well, temperatures will be a little bit warmer than yesterday. Still a nice day ahead. 77's the high, 80s Wednesday and Thursday, and then the cool down just in time for the weekend. So that second Badgers game, kind of going to be cold out there almost. I mean,
like football.
Almost 15 degrees below average.
So that's perfect football weather.
A lot of people are looking forward to that, yeah, but ahead of next week, the 70s. No, just not me.
All right, we're back in 30 minutes with the news and weather update.